Hello everybody, it's March 7, 2025. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to continue reading the Gang Stalker Survival Manual. And let's see, this is going to be part 3. I'm going to start on page 85, Rashes and Burns. And again, this is from Secret Hidden Enemies, Darkness versus Light, the Targeted Individual Spiritual Survival Guide, an explanation to gang stalking and the entire world's situation. This is going to be part 3, and this is the 18-year-old, let's see, what is his name here? Adam. Where is it? 1 second. Adam Jehova. Jehova, I think he said, is not his real middle name, but I'm just using that. I don't know if anybody has tried to reach out to him. I did. I guess it was about a year and a half ago, and I didn't receive a response back. So, you never know if somebody's changed their email address. They're just not responding. Maybe they received too many inquiries or whatever. And there are a lot of targeted people that just kind of retreat. So let me get on to page 85. I hope everybody's doing well. The temperature here dropped again. So here we go. It's going to be on rashes and burns. And he does have some photos here, some of which I don't think I'm going to be able to show you. If you'd like a copy of this PDF, it's 190 pages long. You could email me at alternativehomesteading@gmail.com. And here we go. 1 second. Okay. Page 85. Rashes and burns. Now, in really severe cases, the directors may command your perpetrators to turn up the heat, frequency, intensity on their energy weapons to you. In this case, you may get extremely severe burns, bruises, and rashes on your face and sometimes on your body, but mostly on your face. I have seen a lot of pictures of people's faces after an intense energy, and it was awful because it also causes their face to swell up like in real third-degree burns. I have lost most of these images over time, but I have found just a couple more pictures of people's faces after a directed energy attack in Australia. And here they are. So I'll be able to show you some of them. And just so you know, when I pause while reading this, I have to say that there are a lot of typographical errors. So, like, for instance, when I got to get extremely, he writes sever, S-E-V-E-R, which is really severe. So sometimes I have to read, while I'm reading it to you, I'm kind of converting to what it really means. So you can zoom in on the females' faces on the top 2 panels to see more clearly how it is terribly bloated and disfigured, as if she was beat up or burnt from the radiation. So let me show you. I've actually seen these photos before. So there she is there, and you can see how shiny her face is and how bloated her face is there. Normal. And all bloated. Now there's some other photos here I'm probably not going to be able to show you because they're very severe. I don't think YouTube will like it. This one you can see. So she's got some burn marks on, and this is a young woman. Okay. So I'm not going to show you some of these others because it goes kind of against the YouTube's policies. But meanwhile, the complete tyranny in Australia intensifies even more. They're using 5G sonic weapons, long-range acoustic devices on their own citizens. And let me show you this photo. And anybody in Australia that wants to chime in here, if you've ever seen these devices. Okay. A great list of their known and unknown tactics of attack. DEWS, DEWS, directed energy weapons. You already know how this one goes, although this machine kind of works as a multifunctional psychological war weapon. The first way they can be used is to slowly deteriorate your physical and mental health with high-powered microwave frequencies. They can also be used to make you hear voices in your head and thus use subliminal messages in order to manipulate your decisions, make you a worse person, and plant ideas within your subconscious mind. It can also cause you to have nightmares. Although for those with a strong soul and consciousness, this method is not very effective, or at least less effective. So for a short time, this should do little to nothing. But they use the key of persistence. And that's what really does damage over a long period of time. And as you can see, I'm still here writing this document for you. I have not lost my mind, although of course my mental health has definitely taken a toll. Lastly, these DEWs can be used to speed up your heart rate and send beta and gamma wave frequencies directly to your brain and or heart in order to keep you awake for days on end, which is why I stay up for 2 days now often and sleep only about 3 to 5 hours. Basic subliminal harassment. This can be done online through recommended videos, ads, text messages, or through the fray effect. This can also be done in real life. They may also be able to anger animals when you get near them, so they might attack you. Oh, really? Oh my goodness, is that what happened last year with the on May 1, 2024? Oh yeah, the cat whose nails I was able to cut and brush him and hang out attacked me. Totally scratched up my legs, bit my arm, bled through my clothing. I couldn't even shake him off my legs. It was definitely a planned cat attack, because in all the dozens of years that I have cared for cats, feral, spayed, neutered, unneutered cats, I have never had a cat attack me like that. Never. Unbelievable. It can be as simple. This can also be done through subliminal intimidation tactics in person through gang stalkers themselves. It can be as simple as giving you a nasty look, or as orchestrated as making you hear certain words and phrases over and over again when they walk past you, or control your speed and direction in traffic by surrounding you in cars and cutting you off, or just following you on foot, traffic, or by land, or even sea. So yes, it's repetition, it's harassment, it's intimidation. Synchronicity disorientation. The enemy may cause certain synchronicities in order to disorient you or cause you to go insane. Whether it be certain patterns you observe throughout the day, or the perps cause certain sounds to occur at the perfect time, right as you touch or say something. Haunting. One of the ways they haunt you is by increasing the volumes of the whispers while you sleep and sending demons and evil spirits to torment you while you try to sleep, as well as in your dreams. Well, I wonder if that's what that creepy voice is on my live streams. Maybe this is a haunting. It's a whisper. It's a creepy voice whisper while we're having a conversation. One night while I was sleeping, I heard a loud whisper in my ear that said, "Hey!" When it did, I was struck with an intense fear that was so strong my entire body began to shiver uncontrollably, and while my eyes were closed, I began to see visions of my body growing and stretching in a scary way. I then turned on the lights and I couldn't sleep for the rest of the night. This happened to me again sometime after the first incident. Then it happened a third time, but I was not scared the third time. I just got used to it. It's a bluff. They really can't hurt you. They may do this to make you lose sleep and stress you out. The other way they can haunt you is by possibly causing you to have bad dreams through their satanic mantras they send you through the Frey effect, thus causing you to have nightmares. Dream attacks. There's a distraction method. One night while I was sleeping, I had a dream where I was in a room with 3 women while naked but covered by a mat sheet. The 3 women walked out and I laid on the floor. One of the women then gave me a phone and told me to look at it. So I did. While in this unaware dream state, I was looking at the phone and I didn't see much. While I was looking at it, she laid on the floor next to me. Oh, okay. Well, this is going to get a little sexual here, so won't go into this. Shape-shifting trickery. You can use your imagination. Shape-shifting trickery. I have 2 examples of how this could be done in order to fool you. The first time I remember this being used in my dream was when I saw my aunt asking me to give her a hug. I felt a weird, untrustworthy energy coming from her, but I gave her a hug anyway. Little did I know it was a demon parasite. When I hugged her, she wrapped her arms around me very quickly and tightly to the point where I could not escape, and for some reason I became paralyzed. She then tightly clenched my butt cheek and began to suck on my neck, and my breath began to leave me and I couldn't breathe. Then I woke up shaking. Another example, that sounds like very vampire-ish, doesn't it? Another example would be when they ask you to let them in. I remember one time I had a dream where 2 beautiful women were at my door tempting me to open it and let them in. But they scared me and I didn't. Another odd one would be the dream when I saw what looked to be a fluffy white stuffed teddy bear to be knocking at my front door to let him in. I believe the demon was trying to seem cute, but I was even more frightened. Then there is the paralysis method. While dreaming, the same demons have the power to paralyze you in order to rape or drain you of your energy. The female sexual demons are called succubuses, and the male sexual demons are called incubuses. Then there are the dream parasites. Don't ever have sex with any beings in your dreams, for it is completely unnecessary and terribly unsafe. Also, try to avoid hugging anyone. If you get too close to one of these parasites or hug them, they may latch onto you like a leech and lick or suck or bite on your neck and suck the energy out of you. This will give you a terribly ticklish and uncomfortable feeling on your neck or wherever they are sucking. Protect your sacral parts and neck covered and protected in your dreams. You should also cover your skin in real life, especially if you're a woman. If you don't want to, then suit yourself, but I'm saying this to help you. And just for the record, like even in the summer, it could be 100 degrees and I'm always wearing long sleeves outside. Long sleeves and pants. Inception. By entering into your dreams, which are doorways onto your subconscious mind, the enemy can plant just about any sort of thoughts and ideas into your mind, which includes negative ones, of course, and while in your mind, they may also be able to steal some of the secret information you have kept hidden away in your mind. And, and I'm just going to add, that could be intellectual property, right? Could be creative ideas. First, say you go to sleep and the enemy uses the Frey effect in order to whisper mantras in your ears to get you to focus on one of your secrets. Then they astral project or get a demon to enter your dream and shapeshift into an authority figure, like a police or your parents, and may demand you to hand over your notebooks or show them your secrets. They may also come in the form of a curious and interested friend and ask you questions directly. I don't know. I'm sorry. I mean, if that happens to you or me, I don't know about you guys, but if some authority figure is going to ask me a question in my sleep, there ain't no way I'm going to be giving them anything. They'd have to use somebody better than that. They may also come in the form of a curious and interested friend and ask you questions directly. Oh, it might have to be a cat. Sound attacks. I described this one while dreaming about the elevator. As we know, sounds are like binaural beats, and they're capable of causing your brain to vibrate at certain frequencies and give you negative or positive thoughts. There are many videos on YouTube that upload 432 frequency music to calm your mind and raise your vibrations. But there are also sounds that can cause certain directed negative physiological effects, like the frequency of 440 hertz. Oh, interesting. It's interesting. 44. Isn't that actually kill? Unalive. KILL. In gematria. When the government uses these specific negative sounds, these devices are usually called sound cannons. So just getting back, the 432 frequency is good and the 440 hertz is bad. But they can also send sound in the form of electromagnetic pulses or even on the spiritual plane. But they can keep these sounds going while you sleep. And this is why we get so assaulted when we sleep. We have no idea what they're doing. I mean, unless we're able to record something while we sleep, I don't know how that is possible. This can be music played by an evil spirit or caused by one of their devices like their dues. There's a video on YouTube that uploaded a video of a frequency that helps you poop. It's called the brown note or brow frequency. There's also certain videos on YouTube that are meant to give you a hands-free orgasm. And by using these kinds of specific frequencies combined with the attacks of the evil spirits in order to paralyze you, they can rape you or cause you to EJ directly by using these sounds. Survival. How to survive the attacks. Helpful, applicable information. What 99.9% don't know about gang stalking and its true nature agenda. This is one of the most important chapters. Please pay attention. The next chapter is also very important. I will give you the greatest key in just the next section. When I say EMF, also assume I'm speaking of your aura in this section. This video may help you regain energy, raising your vibrations. It gives you info on the secret quantum energy healing system technology. They said, don't miss this initiation into the new Earth has started quantum energy healing channel, the secret universe. I promise you that if you could survive just a little bit longer, you'll be able to get yourself in one of these and it will be healed on all levels. It is called a med bed. You know who's spoken about med beds? Karen Stewart. I don't know where you can get one. I think it's military grade. I would imagine they're very expensive. Perhaps that's something that Michael Jackson was using. I mean, if you remember, he would always sleep in like this kind of like an enclosed bed, and perhaps it was a med bed. And if you're still not entirely sure that you really have angels, then you know that since we are at the great coming shift, it has been ordered by the higher light forces that every single human being walking the path of light must have an angel or angels in order to guide, protect, and escort them through this huge spiritual shifting. They are real and will always answer your prayers. The universe would never put you through a challenge in which you could not overcome Everything is proportional to your own wisdom and strength. Now, I'm going to end here. We're at the 20-minute mark because some of these videos get very long, and I'll probably do a part 4 because the next section on page 93 here is Targeted Individual Handbook. And he's going to start off the chapter with the greatest source of information he's found on the subject of survival against directed energy weapons. So we're going to do that in another video, and I hope everybody's doing well. And I'm going to sign off for now.